So it is early and I can barely see through my own eyes, but I thought it was important to state a few things about Russell Brand. Number one, Russell Brand always said he had sex addiction. He's written about it. He's documented it. It's something that was in his past, and he may have had more sex with more people than others or most, but he was never trying to hide all of that. I'm sure many of the finger pointing, good and great, wouldn't like all of their past dug up and put on camera either. Second, if you want to make a documentary with shocking evidence about someone you're trying to take down, and you tell people they can sit in the shadows and not have to show their faces, well, many people would be prepared to do that, because if you can't see the person, it's also hard to see their truth, isn't it? And you'll notice that the left, the Guardian, the Olympic Committee, everybody, they loved Russell. I remember when Russell broke into my LBC radio studios to call me a Nazi. The left loved Russell at that time, and they couldn't promote him more heavily. They thought he was absolutely fantastic. It's not until he started spitting facts on COVID that they decided he had to be got rid of, particularly after he appeared on American TV screens talking truth about Big Pharma and the billionaires that have been created with your tax revenue. And now they're coming out and saying that he reverse engineered his move over to the freedom movement. He reverse engineered speaking out for people who disagreed with lockdowns, who see what's coming, who know that they're trying to take control away from the people. They're saying he reverse engineered this in order to try and build up a cultist following, so that when all of this came out, he would have cover. I mean, if you're playing a game of top tenuous, that's about as tenuous as it gets. And the truth, because mainstream isn't that clever, the Guardian aren't that clever, is that Channel 4 heavily promoted Brand all the time that they wanted to. Now, the establishment has been looking for revenge for Hugh Edwards. They've wanted someone from our side, the side that simply wants everyone to be okay, to pick off. And so they just regurgitated old shit about Russell. They found some people willing to sit in the dark and say stuff that pretty much Russell had already fessed up to already. And now that he's a clean living guy, certainly cleaner living than I am, with a happy and stable life and a sold out tour and a successful media platform still, he has to be culled. And if there's one thing I do know about, it's being completely eviscerated from the face of the planet. It happened to me many moons ago, but perhaps, just perhaps, we've been around long enough now for other people to see what's being done. You don't have to support Russell. You don't have to love Russell. You don't have to say that there maybe haven't been a few issues in the past like there have in all of our lives. But please see what's being done to him. They want to eviscerate him from the planet, and I know it personally. They will keep coming until he swings from a tree. And as a father to 2 children and 1 unborn as yet, I think it's very important that Russell understands that every day he prevails, every day he persists, is a day that he wins. And actually, it doesn't matter what people say you are, even Russell calling me a Nazi. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters, Russell, actually, is that you know who you are. And as long as you know that you're a good person and you've tried to do the right thing by most people, then everything will be okay. So to Russell Brand from me, keep going. And to everybody else out there who's willing to see that you shouldn't be eviscerated purely because of your opinions, thank you very much for helping support someone and keeping them going. Okay, more soon.